So, Mr. Jack, right? So,
Yes.
how long you been coming to Flat Rock?
Well, we started, we were married in 76, so it was about 6, 7 months afterwards. So around 77, we became to Flat Rock.
77.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many? That's a lot of moons.
A lot of moves.
So, one of the things that I wanted to do for our church family is, of course, I'm just getting to know everyone, and so everyone's just getting to know one person, but I'm trying to get to know everyone. And so, one of the things I wanted to do was try to, have some kind of video so our church people can get to know other folks, and especially during this time of coronavirus. But so, what led you to Flat Rock? Like, what was that story like? I know you've been here a while, but what draws you to Flat Rock?
I guess the main thing was, and it started when we was in the young couples class, is we met a couple that came here. They invited us, and basically just took us under their wing. Like, we went out to eat with them, and just anything that happened in the church, they would call us and let us say, "Hey, this is going on." So that's how you take care of family.
Wow.
We were invited in and taken care of.
Wow, connection out of the
Connection.
gate.
That's right.
It's funny because I often have looked at churches and I want people to kind of move from that Sunday morning experience to a family experience. And so when you said that they invited you in and took you under their wing and kind of told you what to do and where to go, I could just visualize a family doing that. And so that's I wish the whole church would do that to every single guest that comes in.
I sure hope so.
And that makes people feel comfortable. I know when my wife and I, our first Sunday before I decided to take the pastorate position, we kind of snuck in, and there was a young couple that really turned around and saw that we were new and kind of said, "Well, glad that you're here." They knew we were new, I guess, and so they made us feel welcome just out of the gate. So that's really cool. So during this time, Jack, I know that you've been helping us do a lot of things around here, just trying to move and with the construction. But has God been saying anything to you or your family during this time of coronavirus? I know you got good news, right? You got good news you want to share?
Oh yes, my Adam, my son, his oldest, Silas, she was saved. Let's see, that would be the 4th of April, I believe it is.
That's awesome.
Yes. So we've been. You always pray for your grandchildren.
That's right.
All your family. But we've got 2 saved now. We still got 2 that we're working on. But God has been real good. You talk about the coronavirus. I guess one of the things is you got to sit back and just remember who's in charge.
Mm.
And I go back to a couple of weeks ago. We had a lesson. I believe it's Isaiah. I think it's 53 or whatever. And it talks about God knows our problems. He hears us.
Mm.
But he always goes back. He says, just remember who put the stars in the sky.
Yes.
Who put everything's in order.
Yes.
Who did everything. You go back to the start and then you think about, well, he's got this. He knows all about it. So
Corona what, right?
Corona what, yeah. We know who's in control.
I've been praying with, I've been trying to call a bunch of folks in the church, getting to know them, and obviously there's a bunch on that list, and to go through them would be, hard to do. But one of the things that I've been praying, kind of the end of the prayer, has been, God, you got the whole world in your hands. And when you know that God's got the whole world in his hands and you see this coronavirus, you're like, God's got this. It's all good. So, well, great, man. Well, I know there's so much more that I want to get to know about you, and I'm sure the church probably knows you very well. But for me, I've been loving getting to hang out with you, and I wish we get to do that more. But I thank you so much for hanging out with me today and telling me a little bit more about yourself.
All right. Thank you.
All right.